Hi, Dan Haesler here from Cut Through Coaching and Consulting, and welcome to our very first Cut Through Talking Points video. Videos are designed to address issues that you'll face in the workplace and perhaps sometimes in your personal life, and then offer strategies and different ways of thinking about tackling these particular scenarios. So the first issue we want to talk about today is one that is common with virtually every single client that we engage with, and that is the issue of being too busy to do what we need to do, or being too busy to do the work we want to do. And there's not a single leader, CEO, principal, teacher that we work with who is kicking back, who's just sitting there going, oh, I've got all the time in the world to focus on just what I want to focus on. Everyone we work with is feeling pressure to some extent because of the sheer amount of work they have to do. And unfortunately, whilst I'd love to be able to wave a magic wand and all that busyness go away, we can't. But what we can do is be a little more mindful of what kind of work are we doing. And in this particular episode, what I want us to focus on is whose work are we doing? Because a lot of our busy work actually is derived from doing other people's work for them. An example might be a team member comes to you with a problem that they can't solve, and because it's time sensitive, or there's a deadline, or it's a big money thing, we step in and we get it across the line. Or maybe in schools, teachers have certain issues in a certain classroom or whatever, and as a leader or a middle leader or a principal, we step in and handle that situation. And whilst I'm not saying that that's a bad thing per se, and perhaps it may well be part of your role to do that, if we're not careful, by always stepping in and helping to get things across the line or get things done, there are several sort of unintended consequences that might take place or take hold within your organization. What I mean by that is if somebody comes to you with an issue and straight away you solve that issue, or you do it for them, that in no way helps the original person who had the issue work out how to solve it in the future. And when they're faced with a similar situation again, their first port of call or their first thought is going to be, oh, well, you did it for me last time, I'll just take it to you again. Furthermore, they tell other people, oh, if you're struggling with such and such, Dan will help you out. And so it becomes that this is the norm. If you're struggling, you go and see someone for help. Now, again, as I said before, it might be in your role that you have, this element of helping and mentoring, or clearly that's part of leadership or teaching. But we have to be careful when we sort of go over the tipping point and we become the first port of call. Often when people thank us for doing something, our throwaway line is, thank you for helping them. Our throwaway line is, oh, don't worry about it, it's the least I could do. And I'm going to question you on that, I'm going to challenge you on that. Was it really the least you could do? Because I'm tipping it probably wasn't. In fact, you probably did a heck of a lot more than the least you could have done. So what I want you to think about in the next few months is, if you're feeling really busy, first of all, how much of your work is actually other people's work? And are you doing the least amount that you can with regard to other people's work? Or are you taking it all on yourself because you simply feel you have to? Are you noticing how people are becoming more dependent on you, that they're sort of passing over that professional autonomy, or in the classroom, passing over their responsibility to learn, their responsibility to do something? Are they passing that over to you because they know if they do, give it some time and it'll get done? If we do less of other people's work, it'll probably help us create more time to do more of our own work, more of the work that we actually would like to be doing. So that's it for the first edition of Cut Through Talking Points. Why not subscribe or get in contact with us at Cut Through HQ if you'd like to hear more about how we might work with you, or of course if you've got any questions or ideas for these talking point videos. But in the meantime, take care, take it easy.